Russian military operations have intensified across various fronts, marking a significant escalation in hostilities. Recent reports from the ground indicate a series of targeted assaults on Ukrainian Armed Forces, AFU positions, resulting in substantial losses for the Ukrainian military. The crew of the 152 mm howitzer Hyacinth B, operating as part of the North Group of Forces, delivered a devastating blow to a stronghold of the Ukrainian forces. The relentless artillery barrage, coordinated with other Russian units, pushed Ukrainian units further away from the border with the Belgorod region. The Hyacinth B gun crew, providing fire support to assault units, effectively neutralized Ukrainian defenses, inflicting significant casualties. Crews of the Uragan multiple launch rocket systems, deployed by the Vostok Group of Forces, launched a missile attack on Ukrainian strongholds in the South Donetsk direction. These precision strikes targeted enemy command posts and military equipment, including American-made M777 and M119 howitzers. The Uragan MLRS, operating near the combat contact line, continues to play a vital role in providing fire support for advancing infantry units. T-80 BVM tank crews from the Southern Group of Forces have been actively engaging enemy positions in the Donetsk direction. Utilizing terrain features and aerial reconnaissance, Russian tank crews swiftly destroyed identified targets, including enemy artillery crews and rotating Ukrainian militants. The tanks, equipped with advanced weaponry and tactics, maintain constant vigilance to thwart enemy movements along the front lines. Multifunctional supersonic fighter bombers, Su-34 of the Russian Aerospace Forces, executed precision strikes on enemy strongholds and personnel in the Vostok Group of Forces area of responsibility. Employing Fabi 500 unguided aerial bombs, these aircraft conducted successful attacks on enemy positions, ensuring the destruction of designated targets before safely returning to base. Artillery units from the Center and West Group of Forces delivered precise strikes on Ukrainian military assets. Using high-precision projectiles and guided artillery shells, Russian artillerymen neutralized enemy tanks, mortars, and firing positions. Coordinated efforts between reconnaissance units and artillery spotters ensured the accurate targeting of Ukrainian positions, further weakening their defensive capabilities. Operators of reconnaissance and attack FPV drones from the unmanned aviation unit of the Vostok Group of Forces have been relentless in their efforts to identify and neutralize Ukrainian positions. Conducting reconnaissance missions around the clock, these drone operators target enemy strongholds, personnel, and equipment, disrupting Ukrainian operations and maintaining Russian dominance in the region. Amidst the intensifying conflict, civilian casualties continue to mount, with recent Ukrainian attacks resulting in significant loss of life in Russian-occupied territories. The Russia-installed officials in Kherson and Luhansk regions reported at least 28 fatalities and numerous injuries following Ukrainian missile strikes on civilian areas. These attacks have prompted declarations of mourning and cancellations of public events in affected regions.
Some patients were immediately taken to the operating room. 5 people had surgery. In the early postoperative period, they were taken to the intensive care unit. All of them are in extremely serious condition. As of this morning, they are showing positive dynamics. Although the condition remains extremely serious, the patients have recovered from shock. Due to the nature of their injuries, these are serious patients.
Both Russia and Ukraine reported significant military actions on Sunday, with each side claiming successful strikes against key targets. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense, Russian forces launched multiple offensives on various fronts, resulting in the destruction of dozens of Ukrainian tanks, armored vehicles, and US-made artillery. Additionally, Russian forces targeted Ukrainian drone operators and the locations of foreign mercenaries. A Ukrainian Mi-8 helicopter was shot down, and 66 drones, along with 13 US-made HIMARS rockets, were intercepted. Meanwhile, the General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces reported that the Ukrainian Air Force, rocket artillery, and artillery units struck key Russian targets, including air defense systems. Ukrainian forces repelled 2 Russian attacks in the Kharkov direction and have stabilized the situation in the Kupiansk direction. However, tensions remain high in the Pokrovsk direction, where Ukrainian forces are taking measures to stabilize the area. In a significant development, the main intelligence directorate of the Ukrainian Defense Ministry, GUR, announced that a Russian Su-57 fighter jet was hit at the Akhtubinsk military airport in the Astrakhan region of Russia, 589 kilometers from the front line. Satellite images confirmed the destruction of the fighter jet, showing that it was intact on June 7th, but surrounded by craters and fire damage on June 8th. Ukraine claimed this as the first instance of a Russian Su-57 fighter jet being destroyed. However, a Russian War on Fakes website refuted this report, citing sources stating that Ukrainian forces attempted to attack the Akhtubinsk airport with 3 attack drones on the evening of June 8th. According to the website, all the drones were reportedly destroyed, with one disintegrating in the air and its parts falling on the tarmac, which accounted for the damage seen in satellite images. The source emphasized that there were no injuries or damage to the Su-57 fighter jet.